Hello.
Oh, Mitri.
Hey, Hang. How are you?
Hey, sorry about the morning here, but I got caught in a trade here. Can you see my grid here?
Yep, I can see it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Uh, one question here. How do I save the recording, the video and audio?
I think it's a
Uh,
recording. I think you don't have to do anything. It's gonna save it automatically.
okay. Uh, when I end the meeting,
When you end the meeting, you're gonna get a recording link or something.
okay. Sure about that? Okay.
It
I
says it says it's a recording. Actually, you are viewing Henry's view options.
I can hear you really, really well.
Yeah, it says. I mean, I have a good mic. I have a good microphone. But yeah, at the top left, it says it's the session. The session is recording, so we should be good.
Okay. Uh, all right. How do I want to begin? Well,
Anyway,
okay. We had a good trade the other day. We picked up, I think, about 40 points. Now, uh, I
well,
want to give you a introduction, overall view of what I'm doing here with my Fractal swing system, and I want to know after I'm done if you kind of get it. Now, when you're looking at the market as I do every day, it's a pretty chaotic event, and the way chaos kind of ends is through fractal. Now, fractal again is a object or quantity that has similarities that you can see on different time scales. For example, you see a little wiggle on a 10-minute time frame. Well, you're going to see that wiggle on a 1 hour time frame, a daily time frame, a weekly time frame, monthly, on any market, anywhere in the world. And
right.
what we've done, we collected the fractals. The fractals are complex patterns. Okay. Like Elliot, you have maybe 13 patterns. Okay, that may work and it will work. However, there are additional fractals which appear
Yep.
in history. And what we did, we looked at the market turns back in history a week ago, a month ago, and we detected fractal sets that will point the turns to market either up or down. Okay. Fractals are visual. Okay. There's no math involved. Okay. It's an art form where you're looking at trying to identify the particular fractal. And what we do, we take the fractals that we discovered and we apply them to the market. Here, I'm looking primarily at the micro because the micro has low liquidity and the patterns are pretty clear. Okay, but you can find the fractals on the Dow, on the S&P. You can find them on a option contract. You can find them anywhere on any market. And what we do, we take the fractals that we've discovered and known from the past, and we apply it to um, market, today, either on the 1 minute time frame, 10 minute time frame, 20-minute time frame. The fractals are long term and short term. Now, on the long term, okay, these particular fractals, they aren't that frequent. Okay, for example, on a yearly, monthly, or weekly. However, if you find a fractal on a long-term uh, trend, okay, you can find smaller fractals within that larger trend. All the basic fractals actually can be detected and noted on the 1 minute time frame, in the 5 minute time frame, and a 10 minute time frame. These smaller time frames. Now, these smaller time frames, you can superimpose them on a longer time frame. Now, Neil, my colleague from London, okay, all he does all day long, he's looking for the short-term fractals on a 1 minute time frame, 5 minute time frame, a 10 minute time frame, so forth. And those particular fractals that he's finding every day, okay, if you follow them, you'll notice the fractals appearing again all day and for our trading. Now, on the, I don't know, okay, I'm not too comfortable with Zoom yet, but we'll take a look here. Okay. Um, to give you an example, okay, I think we did, yeah, I think, oh, we did this particular trade here. Now, on the 30-minute time frame, when you get up in the morning, um, times the fractal will not appear, and you simply have to wait until they appear. Okay, fractals don't necessarily follow a sequence. They're not predictable until you see them. Now, on this particular trade, I think we did this yesterday, actually. This particular fractal, let me blow it up here. The fractal
Yep.
here, okay, uh, I call that a growth fractal. Okay. When you see, again, you're looking at the form, we're talking an art form. We're not talking any math, any numbers, or anything like that. We're looking at a pattern, like a tree branch, like a flower. And this particular fractal, okay, now we're looking at a 30-minute time frame. You're
Yep.
going to find uh, this particular growth fractal on the 1 minute time frame, the 3 minute time frame, and the 5 minute time frame. And generally, you have a low dip down, then you have a leg down, and ideally, you want another equal leg down. My phone's going on. Okay. When you detect a growth fractal here, okay, and it begins to rally, okay, that's your entry point to go long. Now, if it breaks the bottom of the fractal channel here, that would be called a reversal, meaning it's going to go back down again. If it breaks the top of the channel here, the band, okay, it's going to go up. And what we did, if I can get this
Can
working
I
here.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you go long near the bottom, or do you wait for the line to close?
When you do an actual trade, for example, we did the second one today. Uh, it's better idea for the market to break the band. Okay, that would be a strong confirmation. It's going to reverse. Or, yeah, if you break the band here, okay, that would be the point to enter. So, for example, right here today, we did this trade. I said to go long. Okay, we have here, okay, a similar uh, uh, um, decaying fractal. This is the top. Okay, we did short there, and we grabbed about 5 points. Okay, well, that was kind of risky because I really didn't have a confirmation, but I did on the other time frames, which I'll show you later. Now, on the decaying fractal here, okay, again, it takes time and you have to become familiar with all the patterns. But if you're doing the trading every day, um, you'll have them actually memorized where you can get to a point, you get up in the morning, you look at your monitor, I've got them all over the house, and I get up, I'm saying, boy, I've seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what we did short here. And granted, we made it only like 5 points or so. It all depends how much you want to gain. My trading objective would be about 5, 10 points a day uh, per setup. Now, you can do uh, maybe 2 times, I'll do 5 trades in a day. Okay. So um, some will work out, some will break even, but you can do them all day long. If Fractal doesn't appear one day, take a day off until something else happens. But if you scan all the time frames all day long, you're going to find a fractal. Now this one here, okay, well, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. In this trade, um, getting so shorting at let's say 48.03 something and a
Yeah,
half.
okay.
What would your target? What would be your target? Because obviously, in hindsight, okay, it went down X amount of points, but maybe it would continue running down. Like, how would you know when to take your profits?
Okay, good question. You never know what's going to happen down here.
Yeah,
You never know what's going to happen here.
yeah,
Why? Because another fractal on the time frame is pointing into another direction. So if you sort it here, for example, a decaying fractal top, that's the top, okay, it's going down. Again, we don't know how far it's going to go down until we find another fractal. Now, when it breaks the band, actually, that would be the key. If you broke the band here on the bottom, that means that declining fractal top will continue.
yep,
And then you hang on to the trade, move the stop down and go up lower. However, uh, on a 5 minute time frame, I think it was a 3 minute time frame. I put it on Telegram. There appeared other fractals appearing, indicating there might be a move up here. Again, the key is you look at the band and it goes above the band. Generally, when you hit that band, you're gonna have a spike straight up. Okay, so we didn't probably get a good fill there. We saw it going up here.
yep,
Okay, and it will continue to go up until we find another fractal top over here, somewhere over here, somewhere over here. The trend will continue up until we find another fractal. Okay, so they're not predictable. They're only available when you see them. And times during the day, if nothing appears, this will continue to go up. Looking at the other time frames, we have no um, familiar fractals that we've seen before. So what we do, we kind of ignore them and we go with the flow on the 20-minute time frame. Looking on the 15-minute time frame, we don't have anything there. So the trend will continue up until another fractal is discovered on the 15-minute time frame, maybe down here on the 30-minute time frame. Uh, we have nothing there. No, we don't have anything on the 1 hour or 2 hour, or 3 hour, or 4 hour, or 5 hour. Hence, we remain on the 20-minute time frame for a fractal to appear. See here today, let's take a look here. I erased everything anyway, so
So yeah, on the 20-minute time frame, if you cut the top at like 48.03 and a half,
yeah,
let's say, and you sold it short,
right.
would um you scale, like would you okay, you took the short, but to buy back, would you sort of scale that in, or would it be a one, like what would be, I'm just trying to figure out like what would
Yeah,
be the profit target selling at, because on one hand it could have run down further, on the
yeah,
other hand here it reversed. I'm
right.
just trying to figure out how to approach that kind of trade.
Okay. When you're looking at the 20-minute time frame, I'll get into that further. You have to look. Dimitri, at the other time frames,
Hmm.
when I had it posted on Telegram. When the market began to go down, good question. Generally, I like to get maybe um, entry point around here. You put a stop there, and then as you're going down, again, we really don't know. So it's a question of managing your stop and what your target is. In a trading system, you need to tell yourself, well, do I want 5 points? Okay, do I want 10? Or am I going to get greedy and hopefully I'll get 20 or 30 or 100? Okay. So the point being, if you're trading, you should have a reasonable target of how many points you want. Okay. So in this one here, I think we got 5 points and then it began to rally due to the fact that another fractal appeared on a 10-minute time frame and a 5-minute time frame. Here, I don't have that indicated, but on Telegram, I did. Uh, Certainly, when it breaks the band up here, okay, that's called a top reversal, meaning the market's going to go up. And when that happened, okay, I told everybody to exit out of that particular short and to go long because it broke the band. And when it breaks, it goes back up again. Again, you never know how far the downtrend is going to continue. But if you break the band, the bottom of the fractal, then you hang on to the trade going down until another fractal appears. So the answer again to the question is you have to look at the other time frames. We don't have a good example right here at the moment. Okay, but during I think during the morning, we did notice another fractal appearing, and then we kind of flipped and we closed the trade going down, and we did a trade going back up again. Now, as we're looking again, this will take time and a little practice, and you need a good memory, but everything's recorded back on Telegram. You'll see the same fractals appearing all the time. Now, currently, on the 20-minute time frame, we have a typical common uh, called a slider.
Hmm.
And what that means, you'll see this all the time. I call it the golden fractal. Okay. Why? Because, uh, again, you can kind of forecast fractal. Okay. This would be a slider. Now, ideally, uh, the slider by itself, there's a whole bunch of fractals here. Uh, they'll generally have two equal legs like this. Okay. This leg would be equal to the leg here, and then you have a little slide up here. Now, it's a little bit too early to tell, but it'll give you a warning that if the slider fractal keeps progressing here and the lower leg is equal to the higher leg, okay, that's a definite stop approaching. Let me see if I can find a slider for you on the 5-minute time frame very quickly. You'll see it here. You'll see it here. Wait. Okay, we'll have to go like really quick here. See if I can find it. Okay. Let's see it really quick. You'll find it. And when you find the particular slider, you know there's going to be an imminent move, either top or down. Now watch, I won't be able to find one here. Again, we're on a 5-minute time frame. It will appear. It's a very dependable pattern. I'd rather not use the word pattern, rather fractal. Okay, now here's one example here of a slider. Now, it's not perfect. Okay, we're talking about similarities. Okay, we're not talking perfect. Okay, here's a slider right here. Okay, you got that little slide up here.
Hmm.
Okay, and then naturally you have the bottom there, and you have a top here. Okay. Now, this particular fractal, okay, it's topping out here. It's called a decaying fractal, meaning before in history, going back 100 years, when you find a pattern fractal like that, that's a decaying top, and that's time to short. Okay, so you got the top here, you got at the bottom here. How far is it going to go down? We don't know until another fractal appears. So you can wait for a confirmation and enter a trade going down here. And as the market keeps declining here, as long as the top of the fractal does not breach, okay, the market will trend down. The 5 minute time frame, okay, will you can apply that to a weekly time frame, monthly time frame, and a yearly time frame. And I'll show you how. Okay, so the fractal is going to go down until okay, it keeps going down, it keeps going down, and keeps going down. Now it kind of stopped. Yeah, well, it did stop here. Why did it stop here? Because on another time frame, you're going to find a growth fractal which will alter the course of the 5 minute clock here. Okay, so you have to kind of swing from time frame to time frame to time frame to find out if there's going to be another fractal appearing, which is going to alter the course of that particular downtrend. So if you shorted up here at 78, near 78, it went down to 58. Okay, that's 20 points, right? Um, if I got 5 or 10, again, uh, I would take it because during the day, maybe at 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, another setup would appear. It's only a setup. And then you kind of wait for confirmation on the other time frames to exit that trade or flip or reverse. Okay. Now this one here, okay, we're up 20 points on that trade. Right? Uh, well, it's this one here. 20 minutes. Yeah, that's when we flipped and we went long. Okay. And I think the other day we picked up 40 points. Again, it takes time to recognize the patterns. You're not going to find them in Elliott. Some are similar to Elliott wave, but complex or fractals are complex in nature. Okay, there's a unique group that Neil has found, discovered, and I have found, but the most reliable one is this particular slider here. I mean, it's a winner most of the time. Let me see if I can find another one here. Okay, there's a slider. That's a slider there. I'll be showing you different fractals here in them to come here. And there's a, let me go like really quick here. Again, we're on a 5 minute time frame, so um, that's not trying to find a good one here. Very quickly. Okay. Okay. Now, whatever you find set up on the 5 minute time frame, again, you'll find it on a hourly time frame or a weekly time frame or a yearly time frame. And I'm going to show you one on a yearly time frame, which is very dependable. Talking just popping up there. Um, why I think the market is going to make a major turn here. You can use fractals to do long-term forecasting. Let's take a look at that right now. So I'm doing swing trades here. But if you're looking for the longer-term picture here, let's look at the composite here, New York composite. We've been following this a long time. Okay, that's the all-time high of the market. That was back in what, 21? Yeah, year 21. Okay, and everyone's getting like really bullish. Okay, okay, but that big market here, okay, that's not topped out. Right? and everyone's going to think, well, we're going to go above that. And but currently, right now, we have a typical growth fractal in progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Uh, it's kind of typical to zigzag and Elliott, but every time you have um, 5 legs up, which are pretty um, almost identical. Again, you're looking at a visual art form. Okay, so if we progress up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, that would be a indication that the trend is going to turn because it turns into a decaying fractal. I posted this about a month ago or two, and we've been watching it go up. And I roughly estimated the top to be 1731 here because I'm thinking the last leg up here will be equal to the beginning wave here. And if we do the math, that comes up to around 1731. So on a big picture here, okay, we're looking for a major turn when we hit this point here. Now, with that in mind, okay, we're looking at a big picture of a fractal that is giving us guidance to the market direction. We're going to have, I think, a final pop up. Okay, so if you're trading the market, you want to go long, but now in the meantime, you can go long and short all the time. Okay, but looking at the big picture, I'm looking for a pop up right here, and then we'll continue to go down again, not in a straight line. We don't know what's going to happen here. If it goes above the 731, the form is voided. So that means the market's going to go probably up because something is happening. But I think if we remain here at the all-time high, 17,297, okay, that would be pretty good indication that the market is going to go down. So you can do long-term forecasting too. Now, the key is every market is different. Okay, the
Can you,
Dow, the SPY, they all kind of dance in a different step. And currently, all the markets are actually in chaos. I don't see anything. The only thing I'm looking at right now would be the most perfect, successful, defined form on a long-term basis, and that remains to be the New York on a weekly time frame. All the other markets, they don't make sense to me. All right, so you go to the dancer who's giving the best performance, and right now, uh, best dancer we have would be the NYA on a weekly time frame. I didn't want to interrupt you. Go ahead. It's all right.
sorry, can you pull up just an interesting, can you pull up Franco Nevada for a long term? It's symbol FNV.
Okay, let me do that. Uh, F N
N as in
V.
Nancy. Yeah, V as in Victor. FNV. V as in Victor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Um,
No,
F
sorry.
N.
F Frank Nancy Victor.
Okay,
FNV. Yeah,
very cool. Okay.
first one.
Okay. What do we got here? Let's take a look here. Running out of time. What's that mean? I get an upgrade? Okay. Okay. On a weekly, do we have anything on a weekly? They're not going to appear all the time. Okay, do we have anything here? No, we can't find anything on a weekly. That's right. What if we can't find anything on a weekly? We go to the daily. Let's find on a daily. Anything going on a daily here? Again, you'll find out how to do this. No, nothing's on a daily. Let's move to the 4-hour chart. Anything going on there? Ooh, Well, possibly if we scale this one here. How long do we have on Zoom as for a time limit? Don't, no, we don't have anything there. 20-minute time frame. Do we have anything there? No. 15-minute time frame. Do we have anything there? We have this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh, they're going to appear not all the time. It all depends on, let's go 5-minute time frame. Compare anything there? Nothing there.
Can you try a monthly?
Oh, yeah, it's a possibility. Okay, daily. Let's go. I do this too. I go on a monthly, and you can go back like 15 years,
Mm-hmm.
and you can find something generally. Nothing really clear there on a monthly. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
If you can't find anything going on there, I would probably step aside on that. I can't find anything on monthly. Maybe if you look at the you could probably look at the quarterly. Uh, that's a tough one. Nope, I can't find anything there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you could look at probably the option expiration. Do, 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 do. Well, um, this one is pretty familiar here for a top. Oh, well, okay, we got two possibilities here. No, we got one real good one. Okay, this one here, this is pretty common. This is a growth fractal, where you have one big leg. I call this a slider and a double bottom. When you have a big decline here, a big leg here, then you have a shorter leg and a shorter leg.
Mm-hmm.
That's a growth fractal bottom right here. So that gives you a turn. You'll see this every day on every market. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Sometimes that little flat line
Yep.
may go up a bit, just like this here. But if you're looking at the form all by itself and you detect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the bottom. So you got a bottom turn there. That's what the fractals do. The only point to a turn, how high, we don't know. In this particular advance up here, this is pretty common too. Again, uh, fractals appear in two forms. They're either very similar, okay, not exact, and or number two, they're semi-quasi. Semi-quasi means they're they should be similar, but they're kind of irregular. Okay. That's looking at a more intermediate advanced view of fractal. This one here would be a semi-quasi, so, and that would indicate a top. That'd be kind of risky to do there. What I would do, okay, again, you have the band up here and you have the band up down here. Uh, I wouldn't do it here. I would do a trade going down here when you break the band. Okay, so looking, well, we're looking very long term here. I would wait for it to break here, and then I would do a trade going down. That would be the only thing visible on that particular instrument.
Would
Okay,
you mind
good.
pulling up a chart of gold? It would be just interesting to compare GLD.
Oh, GLD. Okay. Gold is a little complex right now. I don't have a read on that. Okay, that's gold. Let's go. I have to extend this a lot here. Let's go to weekly. Um, okay. I can, I see something there, but hold on. Let's go back to the daily here. Again, the more you do this, the better you're going to get. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ideally, when you have 7 legs up, that's the top. But at times, okay, it will go to 9 legs up. All right. So looking at this chart here, we can do a setup and go. All right, right here. You get the bottom here, and you got the top here. Right. Now it's only set up. We're kind of estimating and forecasting into the future for a market turn. Now, had I seen the 9 wave up here, I would enter short here and then write it down. Okay. Now, again, why did it go up here? Another fractal appeared. But the thing to do with gold right now, I would stay with the band up on top and the bottom. If we break the top up here, okay, that would be a top reversal on the decaying fractal, meaning the trend will be up. At that point in time, I would go long there and put a appropriate stop beneath that in another time frame. If gold goes all the way down here, or GLD, okay, that would be time to enter. So generally, well, as a rule, yeah, when the bands are broken, they would be your execution points to go long, go short. Yeah, I didn't see that one there, but generally a 9 up is a top. Now a 7 up is a top there too. Okay, but the 7 didn't really go down, so you would have to wait for a 9. And when you get a 9, then the trend is down. So you could have started here at 192 and brought you down to 183. That would be a good trade. So, well, that's a good example too. The fractals again are they're complex. You have to kind of work with them every day, and when you do, they become embedded in your mind. And then when you get up in the morning and you look at your monitor, you can say, "Hmm, that looks pretty good here." Now, I did see something here on a, see, I think it was on a, was it a weekly here? Okay, yeah, this is weekly. Now, a lot of times in order to get a good view of a particular form of fractal is to kind of scale it a little. This is a stretch, okay? But you can use it as a setup number two. What we have here, we have a semi-quasi fractal top, okay? A slider top, and we have a leg up, one slide, and a top there. So you can do a setup here, meaning gold will remain around 192 and the trend is down, which it did. Okay. But we don't know how far it's going to go. But if we go above the band here, we'll go long. And then probably the best thing to do is wait for the band to be broken here. Then you can do a trade going down. So it's all in the bands.
If
And yeah, go ahead.
if you sold at 192, would you have a target like around where it reversed back up?
On the on the different time frames, we would have to examine all of them to see if something appears which would give us an indication that it's going to go the other way. Okay, we're only looking at the weekly, but we would have to examine all the time frames to find out if a reversal is going to happen. A good reason to have the grid, you need the grid in order to do all this because again, you have to swing from time zone to time zone, okay?